beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy, and today I'm going to be doing a video on tips for basically playing your best in Magic, whether you are playing casually or if you're playing competitively or going through pre-release or like whatever it is that you're doing. These are some things that that help me just, you know, become a better Magic player and stuff like that, and like keep me focused in the game and stuff like that. So the first thing I would say, and some of you may disagree with me on this, but getting sleep is really important actually. If you're going to a big tournament or something like that, you're gonna make sure you get enough sleep before you go out and play Magic. I know that I do not play Magic well at all at 2 o'clock in the morning. Does it stop me from doing so? Absolutely not. I will play EDH at like 2 o'clock in the morning and I will miss 1,000,001 triggers, but like, hey man, whatever. I actually haven't done that in a while. Like, I haven't played Magic like late like that in a really long time. But don't play EDH with me at like 2 o'clock in the morning because it's not good. So yeah, making sure you get sleep, especially if you're going to like a big event or something like that, you're gonna want to make sure you have as much energy as you possibly can, which is a segue into my next point, which is to bring a snack when you play. My personal favorite thing to bring when playing Magic, I don't really know why, but I'm a huge fan of these Ritz hint of salt. They're low sodium for those who, you know, that's a concern for, but I really like these. I actually don't like the regular ones. I think they have way too much salt on them, so I prefer the hint of salt ones. This is just an empty box because I finished these, but yeah, I really like to bring just a snack. I don't like to bring anything that's like super flavorful. I just like to bring a really basic snack and stuff like that, because that just keeps me focused and stuff, and I get hungry sometimes when I play Magic. You also want to make sure you don't bring something super crazy, ridiculously messy, so it's like you're touching Magic cards and your hands are covered in like whatever. If you do, bring napkins, bring hand sanitizer, bring both. Just making sure you're not touching like a lot cards that are expensive with your greasy hands, because that is not good. And leading into that is to bring a drink. My personal favorite drink is water. I drink water constantly. This is my water bottle. This is really awesome. It's called a Bobble or whatever. I think it's called B-O-B-B-L-E. Totally not sponsored by them, but they're pretty awesome. It's like a built-in filter because I'm a snob with water and I like filtered water. But yeah, just like a drink, something to keep you energized. Knowing how your body reacts to caffeine, knowing how your body reacts to like sugar as well is like really important. Cool. Okay, this thing is, I think, is really, really important, which is something that can potentially go by, some people don't really pay attention to something like this, but that is having a bag in which you keep all of your Magic stuff in, so that when you are ready to go out and play Magic, you can just grab your bag and go. If you're running late or something like that, you just have all the things and you don't forget anything. So I'll show you guys what's actually in my bag whenever I go and play Magic. This is my bag that I use for the most part. It's nothing fancy at all. It's just a bag that I've had for a really long time. I'll show you guys what I have in it. The first thing I have is my trade binder. This is my trade binder. It's really awesome. I have really awesome ladies on it. It's really, really cool. I really like it. I made it myself, and then the back is also covered in awesome lady art. So this binder makes me really happy, and I have all my trading cards and stuff in there. Bring that basically with me everywhere. The second thing I have is my playmat, and I also have my my case for my playmat so that it doesn't run astray. I'll show you guys my playmat because it makes me really happy. This is probably the most beautiful thing that I own. It's the Tassapur playmat. It's pretty great. I really like this a lot. So that's my playmat. I bring it with me everywhere, every time I play Magic and stuff like that, because I'm a huge Magic snob and, you know. The next thing I have is my bag of dice. You know, the thing that's really interesting is, like, I found myself not really using D20s, only when I'm playing EDH, but, when I'm playing, like, I have, like, a bunch of D20s in here and stuff, that's what this is, but then I have, I don't even know what brand, what is this from? It's Chessex or whatever. These are just, like, my dice that I have. They're purple. Purple's my favorite color. So I use these constantly, if I'm playing, just to keep track of life totals and, like, stuff, I'm sorry, not to keep track of life totals, to put, like, counters on things, or just show how many tokens I have, or, like, whatever. So, I really think it's important to have your own dice, and I like to keep them all in, like, this nice little pouch, which this was really not expensive. I think I got this for, like, $3 or something, so you don't need to... Ooh. My mother is calling me. The next thing that I bring is a pad of paper to keep track of life totals. This is the one that I've been using for a little bit now. It's got a cat on it. It's really cute. But yeah, any sort of like notebook, anything like that, any scrap paper that you want to bring around to keep track of life totals. And with that, I always keep a pen with me. I prefer, when I'm playing Magic, I prefer like the click pens because that way it's easier, then I don't have to like keep uncapping a pen like 1,000,000 times. That's like me being really picky right now, but I prefer the pens that just click. By the way, how weird do you think these things are, where you press it and then you press this? I think that's like such a weird, that's me talking to you guys about pen. This is some serious stuff, pen. This is serious stuff. Anyways, other things that I bring is if I'm playing in, if I'm drafting, if I'm going to a pre-release or something like that, I always bring a spare deck box and sleeves. This is the one that I've been using right now. It's just a black deck box by Ultra Pro, and then I have Ultra Pro sleeves. They're like this really pretty teal color. These are the ones that I've been using for a bit now too, for drafting and for pre-releases and like stuff like that. And the last thing that I keep in my bag, that is, you know, of course Magic related aside from food and water and that sort of stuff, is I pretty much bring this with me everywhere. This is an Origins Fat Pack box that I keep my Bloom deck in. So I keep my modern Bloom deck, and then in here I have, so this is my Bloom deck in this really pretty, isn't this color pretty? I really like this color. And then I have my sideboard in here, as well as, what else is in here? Tokens and my sideboard plans for when I play against things. So I pretty much just keep this with me, and then if I need to throw an EDH deck in here or something like that, but I take this with me everywhere, simply because I never know when I'm going to play Modern, so... yeah, the reason that I think it's really important to keep a bag set aside for all of your Magic stuff is because that way you don't forget something, because I know if I forget something, my game is thrown off. Like, if I don't have my playmat now, I feel really weird without my playmat. Like, I'm like, I don't feel like I can play Magic very well. Like, one time I went somewhere and, like, my playmat was in my boyfriend Zane's car, and I was like, can I please go and get my playmat? Because it's really bothering me that, like, I don't have it. And he was like... okay. So, yeah, there's that, or like, if I forget a pen or something like that, it just messes up my whole flow. So making sure you just keep everything, you know, in one spot, it's gonna be really awesome. So, that's that. The next thing is, definitely to avoid distractions and stuff. Whenever I'm playing Magic, I have my phone on silence, unless, you know, there's emergencies happen. Listen, of course, like, there's some people who just need to have their phone out, and it's like, I get it. But I personally like to really not be on my phone at all when I'm playing Magic. Like, occasionally I'll text people and stuff like that, let them know how I'm doing, but, like, for the most part, I pretty much I'm not on my phone. I'm not really also that addicted to my phone. I don't think I am. So I don't, you know, like to have it and stuff like that. Pretty much for the most part at all. So I just keep it off, keep it in my bag, keep it away from me. That's that. Another thing I would say is definitely to take your time. This is just kind of a really good tip whenever you're playing Magic, is if you want to play your best, you want to take your time, you're going to make misplays. Sometimes the thing about misplays too is, like, you'll look at the game after it's over, and you'll be like, wow, man, that was a really awful move. But at the moment, it may have been, like, the best move that you thought. So, like, don't beat yourself up over misplays, and, like, don't beat yourself over something that you had no idea, you know, was going to be the best move. So, yeah. And then I have, make sure you're really calm before you're about to play. I mean, of course, during, but, like, when you're, you know, figure out kind of what it is about you that, like, what calms you down. Like, one of my friends who plays, whenever I see him, he always has an earbud, and he's always listening to his phone, he's always listening to music. And I wanted to ask him about it, actually, because I think it's really interesting, like, how some people I know do that. There's a Magic player that I don't know who it is, but he, whenever he drafts, he always has, I think it's whenever he drafts, I'm not sure, he always has to have music, and, like, they recently made it a rule or something where, like, at professional places, like, if you go to draft somewhere, like, really, really big, you're not allowed to do that because it's distracting to other players and stuff like that. So, like, just figuring out, like, what it is that, like, you know, if you're listening to music and stuff, I know, like, if I'm nervous, like, I really like listening to music, it just always really, really helps me. Sometimes I just don't have access because, like, I don't have a smartphone, so, like, I don't have, like, music on my phone or anything like that I can listen to, but, like, most people do. So, like, if you're one of those people and music helps you, hey, you should totally listen to that if it's, you know, okay by your place, that it doesn't distract other players or something. As long as you're not, like, blaring music, I really don't see why it's an issue, but that's just me. Cool. And the last thing I would say is, you know, in order to play your best, you really want to make sure you are familiar with your deck, the set, whatever it is, you know, you're doing. Studying other people's deck lists and stuff like that is really important. However, you gotta make sure you know your deck very, very well. That's something that comes up when you just build the deck and stuff like that and you go to play test it. It's like just knowing, you know, all the cards and stuff like that. I always, like, get really worried whenever I build a deck that, like, I won't know the deck very well. And I've come to find that it's, you know, you do know stuff like that. Like, a lot of times when I built Bloom, I was really worried that I would name a target for Cavern of Souls, and I was like, how am I going to remember all my creature types? How am I going to remember when I put down a Cavern of Souls if I'm going to name a Worm for, what's the 6/6 Death Touch Lifelink Worm? Wurmcoil Engine, there we go. Like, you know, will I remember all that sort of stuff? And it's like, you do after time of just, like, playing the deck and stuff like that, so. But yeah, just making sure you, like, know everything, you know everything that's, like, in your deck and stuff like that, you know, make sure you can, you know, if someone asks you, like, for your deck list, you should probably be able to name about, like, just about everything that's, like, in your deck list from memory, because you just know your deck so well. And that's definitely not something that's going to happen right away, it's just something that's going to happen over time. And it's the same thing for when you're going into a pre-release, so you're going into draft, knowing the set. This is something that I have worked on, I'm really proud of myself. I know Battle for Zendikar pretty well now, and I'm really happy about that. I've gotten to do 2 pre-releases, and I'm going to start drafting the set, not this week, but the following week, so I'm excited to start doing that so that I can just play the set and find out what cards are good and, like, all that sort of stuff. So I feel like I know Battle for Zendikar pretty well now, which is good, because normally I don't. Normally I walk into a pre-release event and I have no idea about anything in the set for the most part, except for a couple rares and mythics, so that's pretty much it. But yeah, just knowing the set, studying it is just really important for anything that you do. Just knowing a lot of Magic cards is really good. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys are doing well. I said this in my last video, I think, that I'm playing Humans vs. Zombies on my campus, which, if you don't know what that is, it's just a giant game of tag, but with Nerf blasters. It's really great. And so the thing is that I'm going to die. Like, I'm so sure that I'm going to die today. And, like, I had so much confidence in myself, and then, like, 7 of my friends got tagged that are already zombies, and I was like, well, basically, I'm gonna become a zombie today, and I'm very, very certain of that. And it's Monday, so we'll see how things go, but, like, I don't think I'm surviving. I just, like, don't think that's gonna be a thing that happens, because I've just so many people who probably want me dead, and I'm just like, I kind of think it's an honor. It's like, oh, that's great, you want to tag me, you want me to come to the zombie horde, but, like, I don't know. And the thing is that I like being a zombie, so that's totally fine. So, like, being a human, like, I'm just gonna be a human as long as I can, but I'm probably gonna die tonight, so I'm probably gonna be a zombie tomorrow. It's alright, whatever. I don't know. I don't mind. I like being a zombie. It's, in my opinion, it's better than being a human in the game. But if you don't know what Humans vs. Zombies is, you should look into it, because it's really awesome. And I think I was gonna say other Magic things to you. I don't know. I'm going to a Magic tournament on Sunday, which I'm really excited for. It's I don't even remember what it is. It's some Star City, I don't know, it's a super IQ or, like, something like that. I have no idea what that means. So I'm going to that on Sunday, which is really cool. So I'm going to play Bloom, and I'm really excited for that. So any excuse that I get to play Modern is really good with me. So, and I'm also playing on Wednesday. Like, this week I was not expecting to play Magic, and now I get to play Magic 3 times this week. I'm really excited. I get to play Magic on Wednesday, because I get to play Modern on Wednesday. I get to play Magic on Thursday, because I play Magic on Thursday. And then I get to play Magic on Sunday. Really, really excited for all those. Because like I said, any excuse. And also, I went to another Battle for Zendikar pre-release yesterday. I didn't mean to at all. I was not expecting to. I was like, yeah, man, like, I'm not gonna go to another pre-release. And then my friends were going, and I was like, I want to play Magic. I don't want to watch you play Magic. I want to play Magic. I get, like, that's the thing, is, like, whenever I watch Magic, I'm like, the thing is that this is fine, and I watch Magic to become a better Magic player, but I want to play Magic. Like, give me the cards. I want to do it. So, like, I don't know what it is. It's like, I get, like, whenever people play, I get, like, Magic envy, where I'm like, I want to play. Just give me your deck. I'll play for you. But anyway, so I went to that, and I actually pulled the Gideon, which was really sweet. One of my friends pulled a freaking Expedition Land. I'm so jealous. If you open up an Expedition Land, I'm really happy for you, but the problem is that I'm not opening up an Expedition Land, and I'm not okay with that. But I'm probably getting a fat pack. I really want a fat pack. They're like $55 right now, but like, I really want a fat pack because I want full arts. And also I'm really mad because I misplaced my full arts and the full arts that were not in my deck, and then my tokens yesterday. I don't really care about the tokens, but like, because I don't really do anything with them, but I don't know where my full arts are, and I'm really bummed. I had like I had like 4 full arts, and I don't know what happened to them, so I think I just left them, or maybe someone took them, I don't even know. I hope someone didn't take them. But anyways, I pulled the Gideon yesterday, and I traded so many cards, and I got so many cool cards yesterday. I got like a couple cards for, I got all cards for Modern. Actually, I got like a couple cards for EDH too, but I got some cards for Elves, for Merfolk, and for Sultai, so that's really cool. So I'm really excited about that. And okay, this other half of the video that I just started ranting about is not related to anything. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you stuck through to the end, you're just an absolutely magical jellyfish. I hope you guys are all doing well. Enjoy the rest of your day/night. If you play Battle for Zendikar, open up 12 expedition lands.